guess the offensive struggles, what would you pin that on?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, teams going to just go zone against us. We're not making shots. I'm not making shots. So I feel like that was definitely the case. We got open looks, and, you know, they played well.
How much do you think the foul trouble hurt you guys kind of defending inside? It felt like Indiana kind of played more aggressive in that second half.
Oh, yeah, it hurt us a little bit. We you know, they were getting deep position in the post, and then, like, with foul trouble, it was hard to contain it. So we just got to do a better job with that.
Usually when you guys go small, you're able to get out and run. What do they do maybe with that press to kind of disrupt some of that running?
Yeah, I mean, teams know we like to run. I mean, they just ran the press to slow us up, and then they will get back in the zone to, like, kind of just chew the clock. So, you know, they had a good game plan.
Was there extra pressure tonight going with obviously the record, or is that just a background thing, no effect in the game?
I mean, we definitely knew about it, but we just didn't play well enough to win tonight. We just didn't come to play.
Shots are going down. It's hard to get them out of that zone, so it was kind of difficult for us to do that.
Sorry, probably just answered this question, so I'm like 10 seconds late, but just with them zone, going with the zone, do you think it was just a case of you guys not making the shots as far as offensively?
Yeah, I think offensively we were just a little stagnant. We weren't moving. When shots aren't falling, I mean, they're not going to get out of the zone, so we had to hit shots. I think if we would have hit shots early, we probably would have got them out of the zone. But then defensively, we weren't doing our job, so we couldn't get out in transition, and it just wasn't an overall good game from us.
First home loss of the year for you guys too. Was there any extra? I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's more extra a little additional motivation with Tom's record, but did that play into being a little tighter today, or is it just what was on the floor was on the floor?
I think what was on the floor was on the floor. I think we're definitely just frustrated, especially with you know, just the moment we could have had for Coach after this game if we would have won it. And we just didn't capitalize, and we didn't get them that record. So we got to get back to work and get ready for Saturday.
Yeah, they got up in you guys a little bit, kind of three-quarter court there. But do you feel like more teams are going to start doing that? I mean, I think that happened a couple times out in LA too, where they kind of took you out of the transition that way.
Yeah, I definitely think teams are looking at that. You know, transition offense is one of the biggest pieces of our game, so I feel like a lot of teams are going to try to take us out of it, and especially today they sent 3-4 people back, get ready back for that zone, so it's definitely tough for us to get transition going when they got 4 guys sitting in the back.
Did you put a little extra, any extra pressure on yourself today, being
both halves, I think
keeping your spot in the starting lineup, and after what you did on Saturday with the career high?
No, I mean, for me, it's basketball. You know, you got to play the game at the end of the day, and I don't know. It was just today just wasn't our day, honestly. That's all I can say.
You could see the disappointment in your face when that final buzzer sounded, walking through those kind of emotions, the final seconds, and then realizing that it didn't kind of turn out how magical you guys had hoped tonight would be.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely frustrating. You know, you definitely don't like losing at home, especially in front of your own fans. And then what was on the line today for Coach, I mean, it adds a little bit more sting. I mean, his family was here, and it could have been a special moment for everybody, but we ended up taking a loss, and it's not a great moment for us.
Coach Izzo doesn't make it about him and the record and stuff, but do you guys take that on a little bit, that you, like you just said, you would have loved to make it the record tonight?
I mean, I mean, he's done so much for us, and we want him to get that. I mean, he deserves it, and he's worked really hard for 30 years, so we feel like he deserves something special, and we didn't give him that tonight, and it was a bit frustrating around the locker room.
How do you shake off kind of rough night shooting like this, like 4 for 23 as a team? How do you
Teams know that that's a strength of
kind of turn
ours,
the page on that?
and kind of being in a token.
Tomorrow, just get a whole bunch of shots up. I feel like that's the biggest thing for us. Getting back in the gym and trying to get as many shots up as we can, because you know, I feel like more teams are going to start doing this, and we got to be ready for those moments, and we got to be ready to hit shots.
Is that sort of the long term? I don't want to call it like a takeaway, but is that a worry? Like teams are going to see this and then not to say copy what Indiana did, but play that similar kind of zone?
I mean, not a worry, but more of we got to be ready for it. I mean, a lot of defenses, especially Oregon and Indiana, they've been switching up their defenses a lot. So for us, we just got to be ready for any type of defense teams throw at us.
Do you think that you guys put a lot of pressure on yourself today heading into this game? Do you think that kind of contributed to some of the, you know, what we saw on the floor tonight?
I don't think it was any pressure. I think we just came into the game a little too relaxed. I mean, it was a late game, not making excuses, but I feel like we came in the game a little relaxed, a little calm, not the same energy that we came out with in the second half of Oregon. So I felt like we just weren't ready to play today.
What did Indiana do that made it so difficult to get open looks tonight?
I think just clogging the paint. I feel like we're really good when we get inside, score points in the paint, and then just that zone they were taking away the middle. I feel like that was one thing we're kind of looking at, trying to get to the middle, trying to get open shots in the mid range, and they're kind of just taking that away from us.
Defensively for you guys, Jase, in the second half, we were sort of the breakdowns.
Yeah, at the same time, I think we
sort of
haven't
keep
been playing
that. They're always kind of a possession or two right there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would give credit to Renal and Balo. I feel like they had really good games today. Both of them had double-doubles, so I feel like for them, you know, they were kind of just scoring. And then for us, we just couldn't get those stops, those crucial stops coming down. I mean, we kept cutting it to 2, 3, and we just couldn't get that final stop to get us over the hump.
This is the fourth straight game you guys have trailed at halftime. You know, how important is it to reverse that trend? What can be done to help you guys out?
Yeah, I think
it's super critical. I mean, when you get out good in the first half, it kind of builds momentum on ourselves. And then past couple games, we've been down at half, and it just has a different demeanor when you're going into the halftime talk. So I feel like we just got to be better in the first half.
To win a championship, so I think